I got an idea. I've had this idea for years. Probably was talking to a friend of mine 10 years ago who owns a compound up here in Malibu. He did okay. I've got ash all over my windshield from these fires. And I think it's a good idea for people who have swimming pools. You know, like let's say you have a house on a mountain and there's brush all around you. Like here, you're in the Hollywood Hills, you've got a swimming pool. Well, that's water, man. You can use that water to help keep your house from burning down. And I'm going to show you how. Drive over here to the shop and I'm going to do a couple quick sketches and explain it to you. It's going to be pretty simple, straightforward, easy stuff. So don't go anywhere. It's about to get good. This is going to be a real simple idea for you. All it is you've got a swimming pool. It's got thousands of gallons of water in it. It seems to me, and this could be a really good business idea. I pitched this to my pal, like I said, at least a decade ago, because you could install these. Basically, you have steel pipe, plumbing pipe, that would run. Now I know all roof lines are different. I drew it real simple for the idea. I don't have everything worked out to the nth degree, but the principles behind it make sense to me. On all the ridge lines of the home, you have a black steel pipe. It can tee off, whatever. Basically, it all runs down the side of the house, and that pipe up there, either you have sprinkler heads built into it or you just drill holes in it. And then you have a pump that you set up in your backyard. It could be gas powered, it could be, you have a solar power generator that's charged up, however you can run it. And you put one tube in the pool and you hook the other tube, it goes to the pump. Right? So you take the tube, you put it in the water, you run that to the pump, and from the pump you hook that up to the side of your house where you have this pipe, and then the water runs up here, goes across the roof, and all the water shoots down over the roof of your house. So the whole roof of your house is wet the whole time. That's going to keep it from catching on fire. Now, most of these people also have sprinkler systems. Well, you run a tee off here, and you run another hose, to your sprinkler system, right? Now your sprinkler systems on your yard are running. You could also, or you could do that, or you could have a tee that have a hose, and you could stay in your backyard, and you could hose down the mountain, or the yards all around you with water the whole time. You can hook up an elaborate system totally separate from your sprinkler system around the property, your property, and turn this on, and you've got thousands of gallons of water in your own swimming pool. You're not using the city water. You're not dependent. You don't have to worry whether or not there's water in the fire hydrants or anything. You got your own water source. There's got to be hundreds of swimming pools up there that weren't utilized during this fire. To me, this seems like it makes sense. The other thing is, big thing that happens here in California. I'm from New Jersey. We have this thing called the Pine Barrens. And we have fires from time to time, but they're always kept under control because we have controlled burns on a regular basis out there. We clean up the brush in the forest so it doesn't pile up and the decades of debris and dead, dry tinder just waiting for a spark to hit it. And out here, there's this kooky notion that you shouldn't touch anything. It's natural. None of it's natural. If humans never came here, it wouldn't look anything like this. None of these trees would be here. None of these are native plants, okay? We planted all that. So you got to get out there and clean the underbrush, dig up the dead stuff, pull it off your house. Try to keep plants from growing right up onto the walls of your house. That's for one thing, lets rats in your house and everything else. But you've got to mitigate the issue on your own property all around you. And if there's an area of overgrown woods, we used to play in the woods when I was a kid, and you have other neighbors there, you should talk to your neighbors and say, hey, let's clean the brush out of here a couple times a year, or at least once a year. Go through as a community and clean that stuff up. For all the people who say, oh, you're going to hurt the habitat for an insect or a particular... Hey, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Clean up around your place and think about a system like this. I don't think that this is impossible. I think that this is a very good, sound idea. Again, all it is it's a gas-powered water pump. Again, it can be powered by anything that you see fit. and you run the hose into the water, and then you pump the water out, goes right up to the roof of your structure, and dumps water all over your house to keep it wet. It'll keep the house from catching on fire. And again, you can run another hose and use it yourself, or hook it up to an elaborate sprinkler system around the perimeter of your property, or however you see fit. It's just an idea. I think that's doable. I think that you could have a company doing nothing but that, and you can make $1 million doing it here in Southern California, or anywhere else where that's a danger, even a thought. You tell me what you think in the comments. I think it's a good idea. Just trying to help. Let's help each other out. Let's be kind to one another. Let's be positive-minded. Let's pray for the people that lost everything here in Los Angeles. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you in the next one.